Hi, my name is Michael G, and we have another video for you. And today is when fear makes you lie, it is denying Jesus the truth like Peter did. So we're going to go over what happened with Peter when he made boasts that he would be with Jesus no matter what, and then before the cock crowed twice, Peter denied Jesus 3 times. Okay, so before we start, there's something we have to know about Jesus. He is the truth, the light, and the way to I am. Just like in your body, if you lie, you're separating yourself from your inner self. You become dismembered. You're actually dismembering yourself. You're dividing yourself. So Jesus is the truth, the light, and the way. And this is Jesus. And we know the devil is the lie, the darkness, and and there is no and no way to God. Just like in Cain and Abel, God had seen Abel's sacrifice. Abel's sacrifice he's seen. Okay, so let's start with Matthew. We'll start out with the principle that Jesus lays out for us, and there's redemption in this too. And again, hear ye him, my beloved Son, whom I delight. That is the voice out of heaven, and we're going to go with that. So, everyone, this is everyone. Therefore, who shall confess in me before men? I also will confess in him before my Father who is in the heavens. And whoever shall deny me before men, I also will deny him before my Father who is in the heavens. So, your basic Christian is going to think that they got to go around everywhere saying Jesus, and that's going to be the fulfillment of this. That's not it. Jesus is the truth and the light. When you're speaking in front of someone, that is now. This Bible was written 2,000 years ago, but it is for now. Every day you make interactions with people, and in that interaction, are you part of the truth and the light, or are you part of the darkness and the lie? So either you're truth and light or darkness and the lie. So what are you supposed to confess before men? The truth. Let me read now the first of the two Gospels, Matthew and Mark, that this is recorded. Then saith Jesus, and this is Matthew 26, 31 to 35. Then says Jesus to them, all ye shall be stumbled at me this night. Now this is right before Jesus was betrayed by Judas. For it hath been written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered abroad. Notice shepherd. Abel brought the firstlings as the sacrifice, or not the sacrifice, as the sacrifice to God. The shepherd, we're definitely talking about Abel here. This is right before the whole crucifixion. But after my having risen, I will go before you in Galilee. And Peter answering said to him, even if all shall be stumbled at thee, I will never be stumbled. Jesus said to him, verily I say unto thee, that this night before the cock crowing thrice thou wilt deny me. Peter saith to him, even it may be necessary for me to die with thee, I will not deny thee. In like manner also said all the disciples. So all the disciples will not deny Jesus, who is the truth and the light and the way. They all said it. They're not going to deny. Well, and now we're in Matthew 26:69 through 75. We're a little further down. And Peter without was sitting in the court, and there come near to him a certain maid. So this is a certain maid, saying, and thou wast with Jesus of Galilee. And thou wast with the truth of Galilee. And he denied before all, saying, I have not known what thou sayest. So now he is ignorant to what that woman had just said. And having gone forth to a porch, he also fled. So remember, when the truth comes and we are in fear, when you have the truth, this woman said that he was with Jesus, and his moment of truth, he couldn't stand in front of her, he had to flee. So he went to the porch. Another female saw him, and saith to those there, and this one was with Jesus of Nazareth. And again he denied with an oath. So now he's making a promise. I have not known the man. And after a little, those standing near him, having come, saith to Peter, truly, look, the word truly, thou also art of them, for even thy speech doth make thee manifest. So even the words that Peter was using is showing that he was with them. And for the third time, Peter is lying. Then began he to anathemize and to swear, I have not known the man, and immediately did a cock crow. And Peter remembered the saying of Jesus, he having said to him, before cock crowing thrice, thou wilt deny me. And having gone without, he did weep bitterly. So Peter failed the truth, failed the light, failed the way. This is leading up to the crucifixion of Jesus, the truth, the light, and the way. And Peter denied. Let's read this in Mark 14:27 to 31. And Jesus said to them, all ye shall be stumbled at me this night, because it hath been written, I will smite the shepherd, still talking about Abel, and the sheep shall be scattered abroad. But after my having risen, I will go before you to Galilee. And Peter saith to him, and if all shall be stumbled, yet not I. And Jesus said to him, verily I say unto thee, that today, this night, before the cock crow twice, thrice thou shalt deny me. And he spake the more vehemently, it may not be necessary for me to die with thee. I will no way deny thee. Deny what? The truth, the light, and the way to God. And in like manner also they say all. All the disciples in their pride said, I am not going to deny the truth, the light, and the way before men. Now this is talking about all your interactions with people. It's not talking about Jesus from 2,000 years ago. So those people that think that they're denying Christ by just denying Jesus, but they go on their day lying all day, well, they don't realize that that's really what God's talking about. Because Jesus' name means salvation is of Yahweh. Because the name identifies as well as the action. They go together. Like Moses, his name was drawn out of water. They both go together. So if you say Jesus, you can't say Jesus without knowing at the same time, it's got to be with you that it means salvations of Yahweh. And Jesus is the truth, the light, and the way. Okay? So now let's read Mark 14. And we're going to see redemption here and what this really can turn into if there is no redemption. Mark 14:66 to 72. And Peter being in the hall beneath there doth come one of the maids of the chief priest. So now we know that this maid was of the chief priest. We know that she is one of the devils. Remember that. And having seen Peter warming himself, having looked on him, she said, And thou wast with Jesus of Nazareth. And he denied, saying, I have not known, neither do I understand what thou sayest. So remember when, if you remember John 8, what did Jesus said to the Jews? He says, Because ye know not my speech. I will go to that a little later, but just remember that part. Neither do I understand what thou sayest. What Jesus condemned the Jews is saying, because my word hath no place in you. Yeah, I'll find that. It's in John 8. No problem. Easy to find. We read it the other day, too. And he went forth without to the porch, and the cock crew, and the maid, having seen him again, began to say those things, those standing near this of them, and he was again denying. And after a little again, those standing near said to Peter, Truly thou art of them, for thou also art a Galilean, and thy speech is alike. And he began to anathematize and to swear, I have not known this man of whom ye speak. And the second time the cock crew, and Peter remembered the saying that Jesus said to him before the cock crew twice, Thou mayest deny me thrice. And having thought thereon, he was weeping. These people were with Jesus all the time. They were handling the truth. They were with the truth. They were with the light and with the way. And when it came time, they couldn't go with Jesus. Jesus had to fight. Jesus is the truth. He had to be crucified by himself. They didn't have the Holy Spirit at this time. And even being next to him, they weren't able to tell the truth. So let's go now to John. John 21:15 and 19. And this is when Jesus rose again. This is after the crucifixion. He rose again. When therefore they dined, Jesus saith to Simon Peter, Simon of Jonas. Now, we're going to have another study of this. Jonas means dove. Jonah in the Bible is dove. Jesus calls Simon Peter Bar Jonah. That means son of dove. Okay? In the Old Testament, Noah put forth his hand and released the dove, and it came back with an olive branch. The dove from that point is like the hand of God bringing out the Spirit, and it came back. This is just another topic. We're going to hit this later, but it's just really nice to know that. And the dove is also what descended upon Jesus as the Holy Spirit. It descended upon him. Okay, that's another thing. Dost thou love me? Now the word love here, if you look at the concordance, the original word is that Jesus is saying is agapao. Apao. This is the moral sense of love, the godly love. More than these, okay? He saith unto him, this is Peter now, Yes, Lord, thou hast known that I dearly love. Now, dearly love is the best that you could do. The word dearly is not there, but Peter responded with phileo. Phileo means like brotherly love. He saith to him, Feed my lambs. Okay? He saith to him a second time, Simon of Jonas, dost thou love me? This again is agapao, me. He saith to him, Yes, Lord, thou hast known that I dearly love is phileo. So Jesus is asking, do you love me like God? And Peter is responding, I love you like a brother. Okay, now remember, this is after he denied him. Dearly love thee. He saith to him, Tend my sheep. He saith to him the third time, Simon of Jonas, dost thou phileo love me. Phileo, brotherly love me. This is now what Jesus is saying to Peter. And Peter was grieved. Now Peter in his bones felt it. Because as the brotherly love, this is the redemption of the friend now. Before he asked if you love me like God. Now he's asking, Jesus is asking, do you love me like a brother? And Peter lost it, and that he said to him the third time, dost thou dearly love me? Again. And he said to him, Lord, thou hast known all things. Thou dost know that I dearly love thee. Jesus said to him, feed my sheep. Verily, verily, I say to thee, when thou wast younger, thou wast girding thyself and wast walking whither thou didst will. But when thou mayest be old, thou shalt stretch forth thy hands, and another will gird thee and shall carry whither thou dost not will. And this is, he said, signifying by what death he shall be glorified God. And having said this, he saith to him, be following me. Truth, the light, and the way. Now, here comes the big punch. The big punch is, there's two. Punch number one, Peter denied Jesus 3 times before he was crucified. And now, in the redemption, Peter now has to endure how he was crucified, being upside down. So, in other words, once Peter got it about the truth and understanding the truth, there's no way that he's going to... now he's going to be crucified for it as the truth, as Jesus was, but he's going to be crucified upside down. That's number one. The most powerful thing here is now you're going to understand, God willing, what love is. The love of God. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. If you love Jesus, you have to feed the lamb's truth, light, and the way. This is the love that the Bible is talking about. It's the truth. Peter denied Jesus, and he denied Jesus, and he was grieved because it's the same denial that we find in the Old Testament, and this is in Genesis 4. And Cain saith to Abel his brother, let us go into the field. And it cometh to pass, their being in the field, and Cain riseth up against Abel his brother, and slayeth him. And Yahweh God saith to Cain, where Abel thy brother? What was his answer? I have not known, my brother's keeper I have not known. What's one of the denies that he said? I have not known. Peter said the very same thing that Cain had said. We know that Jesus is the truth and the light. What is Cain? The lie and darkness. What Peter did was he was fulfilling for a moment the lie and the darkness of Cain because of fear. That's what it's about. So when you deny the truth, when you are telling lies, which we're all in this position where we're, if we do something and tell the truth, we're going to be brought into a position where we're going to have something uncomfortable happen to us. Well, this is evidence that when we do lie, we are taking the position of Cain. Same words. Now let's go to John 8. Let's go to John 8. John 8, let's say 27, somewhere around there. Okay, everyone who is committing sin is a servant of sin. We're in 35. And the servant doth not remain in the house to the age, the son doth remain to the age. If then the Son may make you free, in reality ye shall be free. I have known that ye are seed of Abraham, but ye seek to kill me, because my word hath no place in you. And that word is truth. I, that which I have seen with my Father, do speak, and ye, therefore, that which ye have seen with your father, ye do. See, the difference between the truth and the lie is in doing, and the truth is in saying. They answered and said to him, Our father is Abraham. Jesus saith unto them, If ye were the children of Abraham, the works of Abraham ye were doing, and now ye seek to kill me, a man who hath spoken to you the truth I heard from God. This Abraham did not. Ye do the works of your father. They saith unto him, We of whoredom have not been born. One Father we have, God. Jesus saith unto them, If God were your Father, ye were loving me. So, loving me, loving the truth. For I came forth from God, the truth from God, and am come, for neither have I come of myself, but he sent me. Wherefore do ye not know my speech? Because ye are not able to hear my word. Ye are of a father, the devil, and the desires of your father ye will do. He was a manslayer from the beginning, and the truth he hath not stood. And in the truth he hath not stood. Peter failed Jesus at that moment, but Jesus had redemption for him. When one may speak the falsehood of his own, he speaketh because he is a liar, also his father. And because I say the truth, ye do not believe me. Who of you doth convict me of sin? And if I speak truth, wherefore do ye not believe me? See, Jesus is speaking the truth. He who is of God, the sayings of God he doth hear. Because of this ye do not hear, because of God ye are not. The Jews therefore answered and said to him, Do we not say well that thou art a Samaritan and hast a demon? Jesus answered, I have not a demon, but I honor my Father, and ye dishonor me. They dishonoring the truth, because their father is the father of lies. And what did we read here? What did Peter say? I have not known what thou sayest. And this was in Matthew. I have not known what thou hast sayest. When Peter was denying Jesus, at that moment, he was becoming Cain. He was becoming the Jews that Jesus said he was becoming the Jews that Jesus said were liars, and their father's the devil. This is so powerful to understand how important the truth is in our life. That's why when we're in enabling or we're acting in the psychopathy, we are crucifying Jesus. We are killing our brother, our witness within us. This is incredibly powerful. And these videos that you see that I'm making, you can watch them many times. You can pull out the Bible, go look, do word searches, do word searches for truly. You could look up the original Greek, and you'll see the agapao, who said it, the phileo, because the English sometimes loses the strength. I mean, they did a good job. I put dearly love, but it doesn't hit home sometimes until you see the original word where you understand what agapao means and phileo means. So, the love of the truth they had not have. You see, if you think love is hugging somebody and saying, "Oh, I love you," that's not love. Love is truth, and hate is lies. Yeah. I had a story of a friend of mine who I said this story before. We gave him some ginger soda or something to drink, and he drank it, and he liked it. He said he liked it to me. So what did I do? I went out and I bought him a 6-pack of ginger soda. Ginger soda. I bought him the 6-pack. And then later his father tells me that he didn't like the ginger, and the only reason that he said it was because it would make me feel good. That's why he said that. He said that by telling me that he liked something that he didn't was to make me feel good. From that moment on, when I found out from his father the truth, it changed everything that I had perspective about him. Because even little white lies, they set up a false reality. Now, granted, I told him some pretty horrible stuff that I would do to him in the future, and I would make big billboards of ginger. Once this takes off, and I'm going to park them in front of his house, his car, and so that he'll always have that in front of his face. And in a sense, it sounds a little bit messed up, but what did Jesus say to Peter after Jesus brought Peter back in? He told him, "Okay, don't worry, you're going to have to go for the truth now and be hung upside down. You're going to be crucified just like me for the truth." And when we are in the truth and telling people truth in our day-to-day, we will be crucified by our friends, by people we thought are our friends. Because the reason they're going to go after you is because everybody wants you to lie. Everybody wants you to lie. The whole world wants you to lie. Peter was before Jesus. He knows that Jesus has the words to life, the tree of life. Peter knew it. And when it came down to it, Peter denied Jesus 3 times. And keep in mind, though, Jesus was the only way. He had to be crucified to take it all by